In this video, video number 8, Simplifying Expressions, I'm going to show you how to combine like terms and how to use the distributive property. Before we get started on that, take out your video 8 Simplifying Expression homework sheet. Okay, it should look like what I have here. Okay, that's the front side. We have some practice problems there at the bottom that you'll work on in just a couple minutes. And then this is the back side to the sheet. In the back side, we're going to introduce a new concept, which is the distributive property. Okay? So, first thing, a term. A term is a constant or a variable in an expression. In the equation 12 plus 3x plus 2x squared, the terms on the left are 12, 3x, and 2x squared. So we have a total of 3 terms there. Remember, terms are separated by addition or a subtraction sign. Okay? Take a minute, pause the video, write down that definition. Okay? Steps on how to solve this. Well, step 1, we change all, like anything else we do in pre-algebra. Okay? We change all subtraction to adding its opposite, just so that we don't make some mistakes on our whole numbers. Step 2, circle the first term and all other terms that are like it. Remember, like terms, the number doesn't have to be the same, but the letter and the exponent, the power, have to match for you to be able to combine the terms. Okay, so circle those that are alike. Now, there's no certain amount of how many like terms you can have. You can have 2 that are alike, you can have 3, 4, 5 that are alike, or you can have ones that don't have a match, which there are no like terms for. Okay. Step 3, add all the circled terms together. And then step 4, after you do that, cross out those terms and then go to the next term and then start steps 1 through 4 again. Okay? Pause the video, take a minute, write those 4 steps down, and then we're going to get to practice some model problems here. Here's our first problem. How many terms are in this problem? We have 3x plus 2y plus 5y minus 3x plus 15 plus 4y. Okay? Like I said, terms are separated by the addition sign. So here, here, and subtraction sign. Here, here, and here. Our first step is to go through and identify just how many terms there are. We have 6 terms here. Now, we're going to next we're going to change the subtraction into adding its opposite. Add opposite. Okay, circle our first term, which is 3x. Okay, and the 3x combines with, now we have to be careful with the sign. Okay, this is now negative 3x. Okay, so we circle those, and then we don't have any more x terms. Well, if we have 3 plus negative 3, those just cancel each other out. So we have no x term. Okay, cancel each other out, give us 0. We don't have to write 0. We go to the next term. We got 2y, 5y, and negative 4y. Well, 2 and 5 make 7. Well, 7 and negative 4 make, do the math, 7 negative 4 make 3y. So we're going to write that term down, 3y. Cross out. And 15 has no match, so we just put plus 15. Okay. Let's take a look here and do some couple more. Okay. Again, step 1, identify how many terms you have. 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. Add opposites. Start off. Okay. Circle your first term and those that match it. This now is negative 2x. So 7 plus negative 2 is 5x. And then we have 6.
Colin Johnson to carpool, please.
And we have negative 5. 6 plus negative 5. 6 plus negative 5 gives us 1. Okay? Let's look here at number 3. We have 4a squared plus 7b squared plus 3a squared. So we have a total of 4 terms. Okay? Everything's addition, so we don't have to change any of that. Circle our first term, and that can combine with the 3a squared. So 4a squared and 3a squared make 7a squared. And then we have the b squared. It cannot combine, I forgot to mark those out, cannot be combined with anything. So we just bring that down. So it's plus 7b squared. And then we have the 18. Well, it can't be matched with anything. So our final answer is 7a squared plus 7b squared plus 18. And number 4. We've got a lot of subtraction. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms and some subtraction in there. So let's go through, change it all to addition. So plus negative 12a, plus negative 6r, plus negative 2r. Okay? Circle your 6 and your like term with that, which is 5. 6 and 5 make 11. Okay? Go to your next, cross out, go to your next term. We have negative 12a. Make sure you include that negative sign when you circle. And 8a. Well, 12 and 8, we have more negatives than positives, so it's going to be plus, and negative 12 plus 8 is negative 4. Okay? Cross out when we do that, and then we circle the negative 6r and the negative 2r. Same sign, sum. 6 and 2 make 8, and they're negatives, so it's going to be plus negative 8r. Okay? And if you want to put parentheses around those with the negatives, it's probably a good idea that you do that to group the sign with the number. Okay? Now, we're going to look at something new. Okay? We're going to look at, I want you to do the practice problems. Pause this video, do the four practice problems there at the bottom. Okay? Unpause it, then check your answers. Okay? Go ahead and pause it. Now that you've unpaused it, I assume that you've done it. Check your answers with what I have up here. Write down any questions that you have so you can bring those to class tomorrow, and we can go over and answer those questions. Okay? Now take your sheet, turn over to the other side, and we're going to look at the distributive property. The distributive property of multiplication is a property that states that multiplying a sum by a number is the same as multiplying each addend by the number and then adding the products. Okay? There's a lot to understand there. And what we're going to do is I'm going to explain it so that you can understand it here with these couple model problems. So take a minute, just write down a definition, and after you do the model problems, the definition will make more sense.
Colin Johnson should carpool. Colin Johnson.
Okay, number 1. Let's go ahead here and distribute. Okay, what we're going to do first is go through and change all subtraction to addition, and then we're going to distribute right after that. So there isn't any subtraction changing to addition, so we distribute. We have to distribute to both numbers inside of parentheses. What we're saying is that we need 2 times 3 plus x. We need 2 of 3 plus x. So we need 3 plus n. We need 2 of them. So 3 plus n and 3 plus n. So we need 2 of these. Okay? If we add these together, we get 6 plus, and then we have 2 n's, right? Well, that's what we're going to do here through the multiplication. Well, 2 times 3 is 6, so we bring down the 6, and then 2 times n is 2n plus 11n. Okay? How do you group your terms, your like terms? After you do distributing, then you group your like terms. 7 and 6 go together to make 13. Cross those out. The 2n and the 11n go together to make 13n. So 13 plus 13n. Okay, question. Make sure if you have questions, you write those down for that problem. Okay. Number 2. Okay, we have to do 2 distributing. Okay. When we distribute, we gotta make sure that we distribute to both terms inside the parentheses. Okay, so we're going to distribute here. Well, 2 times 5 is 10. So this is going to be 10t. And then we got to do 2 times 8. 2 times 8 is 16. Plus. Okay, now we're going to go over here and distribute. 9 times 2t is 18t. And then we got to do 9 times 1. 9 times 1 is 9. Combine your like terms. So your 6t and 18t make 28t. And then you combine your like terms here. Cross those out. 16 and 9 make 25. Okay? Now let's take a look here at number 3. Now we're distributing a negative number. We're distributing negative 5. Go inside, change all subtraction to adding its opposite. So we're going to take care of that first. Now we can distribute. Negative 5 times x is negative 5x, plus negative 5 times negative 6 is 30, plus 10, plus negative 3x. Circle your like terms, 5x and negative 3x. Those go together to make negative 8x. And then we need our cross those out. Then we need our 30 and our 10 to make 40. So negative 8x plus 40. In our final problem, we're going to practice distributing the negative sign. Okay? What we have here is a negative outside the parentheses. We're going to have to distribute this negative sign to both. So we're going to take the opposite of both things that are inside. So the first thing, okay, is we're going to change and we're going to add its opposite. Okay? So if I put a 1 here, if there's nothing out front, there's just a negative sign, there really is an imaginary 1 in front. Okay? So if I put a 1 in here, okay, if I took 1 times this, I'm not going to change its value. Okay? I'm going to take negative 1 and multiply it by everything inside. Okay? So I'm going to change this to plus its opposite. So I'm going to distribute the negative sign. So negative 1 times 3f, so I got 5f, and I'm going to add opposite, so I got negative 1, so it's going to be plus, and then I'm going to do negative 1 times 3, which is going to give me negative 3f. Remember, it's just the opposite of whatever's in here. Okay? Plus, I have negative 5. Negative 5 times negative 1 is going to give me 5 plus 6. So I distributed my negative, and I got the opposite of both the numbers inside the parentheses. Combine your like terms, so circle and circle here. 5 and negative 3 make 2f. And 5 and 6, cross those out. 5 and 6 make 11. Okay? If you're not quite sure what I'm doing here with the negative sign, we're going to make sure that you understand it tomorrow. That's going to be something that we really concentrate tomorrow on. Okay? Go ahead, pause the video, do the 6 practice problems at the bottom, unpause the video, and check your answers. Now that you've unpaused the video, assume that you've done the problems. Go ahead and check your answers here. And I'll scroll down so that you can see the bottom ones. Okay, I also put the work there with it, so you can check your work too. Okay, pause the video a minute here and make sure you check your answers. Okay, write down any questions you have for tonight, for tonight's homework. Okay, and make sure you bring those questions tomorrow to class. Okay, thank you. Bye.